Here's how to replace the battery on the Lenovo ThinkPad L380 and L390. Those two models are physically the same as far as this goes. All you need is your laptop, Phillips screwdriver, replacement battery. I've got a part number in the description for you. So make sure it's powered off. Flip that machine over, and then we are going to unscrew all these screws around here. They won't come out all the way. Kind of held in place. You might hear them click as they reach their maximum back out. Alright, once you've got all your screws out, the next thing you need to do is pry off the case. There's two ways to do this. I'll show you both. The best way I think to do it is to take your little tiny screwdriver, you stick it into the stylus port and lever it up like that. Then this part of the case comes up and you can work your way around the rest. The other way is to take some kind of a pry tool like guitar picks and then jam them around the front lip of the case, about right here, to pop that up and get it around. I think the screwdriver is the easiest way. So if you haven't already, remove your stylus and stick that guy in there and sort of lever it up. There we go, hear it click. And then from there you just work your way around the case with your fingers. Just kind of pull it apart. You want to kind of use the plastic's flexibility to your advantage. Just shimmy around. There we go, case is off. We are in. So there's our battery right there that we're replacing. We got some screws around here. There's quite a few. It looks like we got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So we'll go ahead and start unscrewing those guys, set them off to the side. Alright, I think that's all my screws. So from here you kind of lift it off a little bit to make sure you got every screw. And then you kind of lift it up, and right here is the connector. The easiest way to get this out I've found is to grab it by the tape and then you pull it straight out from the connector. Like so. There we go, we got our battery out. At this point you grab your new battery. I'm going to use my old battery just for demonstration. Just do the reverse of what we did before. Line up that little piece of plastic with the connector. Push it in with your fingernail. Oh, that's kind of hard to see. And then you have to line up the battery with those little, like these little plastic posts that are around it. There's one here and one here. And I like to just kind of wiggle it a little bit, make sure it gets settled good. Then you screw it back in. These don't need to be super tight. Too tight is bad. You don't want to strip it out and then never be able to replace your battery easily again. Here we are on the last screw. Now the battery's nice and screwed in, give it a wiggle, make sure it's good. Make sure that connector's in well. Alright, we're just going to do the reverse of what we did before. Start from the back of the case where the vent is. Kind of set it on. And then you press it forward. You just want to press at the areas between the screws because that's where all the clips are. Alright, that's good enough to start screwing it down. As you screw it down, you'll hear the clips engage a little bit. I'm going to have to make a second pass around the screws if the case moves a lot as it clips down. And again, these don't need to be super tight either. Think of the next guy that has to open this thing. A lot of the times it's you. Alright, so screws are down. Work your way around the edge of the case. You want to make sure there's no gaps in where that piece joins. I'm looking pretty good except for the back here. Back is clipped in. Just kind of give everything a good squeeze. Here these guys clip in. Alright, everything's looking good. Turn it on, power it up. That is a successful battery replacement.